Sweet. Boom. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to sit here and hold right till the 12th level. We'll just restart the timer here. Well, sorry about that. I got a nice picture of my bedroom that's need to put laundry away. I don't know what happened. My capture card just kind of stopped working, which has never happened. So, but I can talk more about the game while we wait. This takes a while. So, as you can see, when you're holding left or right, the missiles just don't hit you. The enemy missiles. Also, there's other enemies in the game that can end your run. You can get hit by these certain helicopter guys that actually fly the kamikaze at you. Yeah, you hear the FM sound? Yeah. So the you get up until the 8th level, you actually get 3 continues. You got to hold up and hit 1 and 2, and it'll give you more continues. But it's really useless because you don't have to do anything but this for the whole time. And this game is very repetitious. I always said that it didn't need to be 18 levels. It could have been 8. But it's really, really like bloated to where you're just doing a lot of the same things. Interestingly enough, after the 12th level though, you have to start dodging these missiles, and they come at you in a major barrage, like major barrage. I know. It's hey, thank God it's January, right? And like just stuff stops working. But at least I had the backup of the emulator going. Thank goodness. But this is actually easier. It's better to do it this way. I just didn't want to waste the time of having to sit through these 12 levels until we get to where we need to be. But you want to practice that last boss, which sucks is I'm not being able to practice him. So when I get to him, I'm probably going to fail miserably. But I will show you, I have some save states set up so you can see exactly, I can give you a little bit of the idea of how to, at least how I beat him, which is a lot of inputs. You have to do a specific type of input and hope for the best. There is a ton of RNG in this game. And it's mainly the missiles, the enemy missiles that fly at you. The main boss has an unavoidable missile. So you literally have a short window of taking him down, or you automatically die. And it's very frustrating, but I think it's doable. The only downside to the speedrunning this game is that you have to spend 12 to 15 minutes doing this, doing nothing. So, but you get to experience both the FM and the original sound, so win there. And you get to see my dirty room, so that's a win for everybody. But yeah, this is pretty much what you do. When I was speedrunning this game, I was doing literally this, just staring at the screen, and I felt like a pro, you know. But it was funny because I thought it was the SMS freezing up. Turns out it was just my capture card decided to just be a jerk. So, and of all the afterburners, this is definitely the worst part. This game is not well made in my opinion. I think it looks pretty. I think the music's good-ish, a little repetitive, but that's fine. That kind of comes with this Master System. I do like the FM channel better than the built-in to the console, but I really think they shelled this game out based off its graphics. It seems like they pumped all of their resources into making it look like the arcade, making it look really good on the back of the box, right? Like if you see the screenshots in the back of the box, you're like, oh my god, look at that, that's amazing. But then you play it and it's 2.5 frames per second. So it happens. So yeah, this is a bummer because I wanted to practice. But at least we'll get up to level 12. And once we get there, then you have to take the wheel and you actually have to dodge the missiles, like I said. And there's a certain way to do it where you can actually despawn some of the missiles, but it is a little bit of a cramping thing you have to do because you really have to be holding down on the machine gun and hitting at the same time a lot of your missiles, and you have to time it. This right here, this guy is a refueler, and you don't have to do it. It just gives you more points. Also, if you want, look at that beautiful score, by the way, 0. you can get an extra life, but I think you need 5 million points. So if you were speedrunning this game, it's not in your best interest to try to get another life, because obviously you just want to do the whole run deathless. However, if you want to just try to beat the game, then I err on the side of just playing through this part and not just doing this, the coffee mug trick, as I call it. Yeah. But this is it, man. This is how you play Afterburner on the Master System, at least for 12 levels. And I wonder why, how there was such an oversight here, right, with the quality control. But they sold so many copies of this. Everybody played this game who owned a Master System, you know. And yeah, just sitting here doing this. So I know it's not the most exciting game. The next game will be a completely different situation, but yeah, you ultimately just do this. And the bosses are the same as the main boss. They're all the same sprite, but you fight a boss every, I believe, 4 levels, and it's just the same kind of boss. They're not as hard. The last boss is impossible, and the first 2 bosses you experience, you just literally hold right and you beat the level. So you all thought my SMS runs last year were the laziest. This is definitely the laziest game to run, but it spikes, you know. It goes from sitting here doing nothing to like you have to lock in and be like, oh, because after level 8 you no longer can use the continue code, and the continue code's only good for 2 times. And so if you lose those 3 lives, go all the way back to the beginning, start right over. And that's why I think it's best to, if you're going to run this game, run it on a main screen, practice the boss or maybe the levels in between 12 and 18 until you get to that section on your main screen, and then switch over and then complete the run. But I really want more people to jump in on this run, because it's pretty easy. It's just very time consuming. And then it's easy until it isn't. That I think the main boss of this game is one of the most unfair, janky, it's so unfair. When you first see him, you die in like 3 seconds. Like the first time you play it, you don't even get a grasp on how you're supposed to attack him. You're kind of just reading the situation, and then you're dead. And you're like, okay. Then you reload it, and then you die again. You're like, okay, so I have to be moving immediately and shooting immediately. And even when you do that, he kills you. And so there's not a lot of RNG with the main boss. It's just really kind of luck. So, oh no, I'm getting like pop-ups on my thing. Sorry about the Discord pop-ups on the emulator. I should put it on streaming mode, huh? But yeah, there you go. People chiming in. I'm gonna turn on streaming mode, so you don't have to deal with that. So let's see. I try to turn it on my phone, but yeah, you just sit here and do this, man. This is the easiest. This is one of the easiest speed runs, at least until the 12th level. This is all you got to do. Just this. That's it. I'm gonna pause it for a second though, so I can actually turn on. Let's pause that. So I can actually turn on streamer mode, because we don't want that happening here. And there's nothing like doing things in real time, right? Oh, it's still going? Cool. Oh no, there it goes. So let's just do that. And now we're back. Oh, I beat Alpha, yes. Alpha's been beaten. So what games I beat on the Astro or SMS? So we're almost up to 50. We've done Alpha. We've done the first 2 Wonder Boy games. We've done almost all the sports games. They're all bad. They're all really bad. We did Golden Axe Warrior, Ease the Vanished Omens. What else? Obviously Afterburner. We're currently on Considon. This is our game we're currently streaming and trying to beat. Very, very difficult. And Alf isn't as bad as people say. The timer's still paused? Uh-oh. And it restarted, so this is going swimmingly. That's okay, because honestly, wow. Well, there you go. There's all the games for the most part beat. That's a huge post. This is more of a tutorial on how to play the game. I had a feeling it wasn't going to go swimmingly. So here's a boss, and so you just hold left, and then you beat the boss. You literally don't change anything. You don't even touch the controller. Credit warping, yeah, I beat Ease. Was the last game we beat. Actually, no, it was not Global Defense, but Astro Warrior. But Ease was pretty weird. Ease was kind of cool, you know. I wasn't hating it, but also I don't think it was nearly as good as Golden Axe Warrior. Golden Axe Warrior so far I think has been the best game I've played, as well as Wonder Boy in Monsterland was fantastic. So, but I think Ease was the first game of the series that was ever released on a console, was the one on Master System, which is pretty interesting. I know there's an Ultimate game on there, but I think it's PAL. So yeah, Golden Axe Warrior is great. And we did that blind, and we did Ease semi-blind. Ease gets really tough at the end when you get to the tower level, and then you just kind of gotta, like, good luck, you know. It's hard to figure out everything you have to do, because I feel like half the game of Ease is the last level. Alien Syndrome. Yeah, Alien Syndrome, we beat that too. That was a rough one. But it's also one of those games that once you kind of figure it out, you get in the swing, you get in the rhythm, kind of fly through it. But yeah, Alien Syndrome. Oh man, I'm looking at them right now. I'm looking at the pile of games. First Wonder Boy, which is pretty much Adventure Island, which is really fun. Global Defense is kind of an underdog. We got the world record on that because nobody else ran it, but that game was actually pretty fun. At first I kind of despised it because I thought the graphics were just a little too antiquated, and the control scheme is extremely difficult. But oh, Shooting Gallery, oh no, we haven't beat that yet. I heard that game takes over 100 hours to beat, so that's coming up. It's in the wheel. So how this works is I randomly pick a game from what I own, and then once it's complete, we go to a wheel. All the games that I haven't completed that I own physically are on that wheel, and we spin it, and then whatever it lands on, we have to beat. And that's kind of the premise until we beat the entire 114 Master System games. So Shooting Gallery's on there, and it is looking very intimidating. We played it a little bit, and it seems unrelentlessly hard. and it being a light phaser game, you can't really use an EverDrive, and you have to use a CRT. So you're really held back on, you can't use save states to get good at it, and you have to use the CRT. So it's kind of depends, the difficulty of the game kind of depends on the quality of your phaser gun and the TV you're using. All right, we're getting close here to stage 9. At stage 12, we have to actually take over and control, and I'll show you what we do next. But ultimately, yeah, this is what this is. And that's why this game, if you really want to run it, I highly recommend that you run, like, do this, have one of them just holding left, and then you practice from 12 to the boss on a separate screen with save states so that you're ready for it, because the game gets super, super hard really fast. And once that happens, you're kind of screwed. But yeah. But we'll oh man, the timer is totally back. I think it paused at like 8 minutes or something. It's fine. Once I get through the I show you all of the nuances of this game, then you will understand it. And I really encourage people to run it, because it's really just a game of playing level 12 all the way to 18. And even once you get down, I'll show you there's a rhythm to how to navigate after level 12 to the boss. It's really the boss, the final boss on stage 18, that you have to lock in and absolutely practice and figure out and kind of get lucky. So it's pretty wild. But for the most part, you know, I noticed another streamer, Sharpie, who has beaten all the Master System games, and they were running 2 screens like me, but he was playing both the games at the same time and offsetting them by the 12 levels, so that once one of them was done with the 12th level, he would switch over to the other one and then restart. So there's a fuel. This person is to fuel up. It just gives you points. It doesn't really add anything. I'm a little mad that this game didn't have any power-ups, or and really not giving you continues after level 8 is pretty rough. Like, this is not an easy game. There's a lot of bloat. And on top of that, though, it's completely broken. It's a completely broken game. It's one of the few games that you can play by not playing it. So it is, yeah, Sharpie's awesome. I refer, you know, Sharpie was the only person I know of that actually has beat the entire Master System library, at least has it documented. And so I reference Sharpie's stats and stuff often. And sometimes I pop into their stream and ask for advice. And they also said that Shooting Gallery on the Master System is the hardest game they've ever played. And he logged 167 hours on a light phaser game. I'm so terrified of when I have to cross paths with it, because it might be like 167 hours is insane for a light phaser game. I bet, you know, I kind of do want to play the Amiga one. This is the only version of this I haven't played. Now, I haven't played any like the later ones in the later generations. I don't know if there was like an Xbox 360 one or anything, but I have played the Genesis. I played the arcade. I believe this is on both NES and Super Nintendo, but this is definitely the most broken one, as you can see. It's getting a little... This is really what it is, man. This is just the chillest game until it's not chill. Then it's not chill at all. So you gotta... All right, we have one more level left of just doing this, and then we actually have to play. And I'll do a save state there. Well, actually, I think I already have a save state there, but I'll... Yeah, let's make sure we load our save states correctly. So I'll show you what you do after this level. And the screen does get a little flashy. It's not too bad though, because its frame rate is so low. So I really think like the only transition visually is when it goes to another level. The background color might change. Hopefully that's not too overstimulating. I mean, the game gives me motion sickness, so you know, there's that. But yeah, that about Shooting Gallery, the top runner Sega crew before Charlie beat Afterburner. Radman literally said it was unbeatable. Oh, thank you for that. I don't know, it might be the game that breaks me, but we're gonna, when we cross paths with it again, we're gonna give it the best try we can. We've beaten a lot of games that seemed impossible, and it's been a lot of fun. I've never played the Master System before. I didn't know it existed, so that's why I decided when I was gonna stream again that I was gonna dedicate my stream to beating every game on the system and buying them, even though some of them are really expensive. Like Buster Douglas, $400. It's crazy. But yeah, so we're almost halfway through the catalog. I think we got about 10 more games, and then we'll be officially halfway through the catalog. And it's been a mixed bag of, some games have been great, some games are really quick, some games take a long time, and there's a lot of jank. All right, here we go. Now we're on level 12, and you actually have to take the controller now, and I'll show you what you do. You start at the top, go all the way at the top, and you want to just lay on your shooting button. Once you start seeing the missiles, you'll see the missiles start to come in here. You want them to get as close to you as possible. And once that happens, you have to do this. I sure hope I don't mess this up. All right, here it comes. You go down and you shoot 2 missiles. It comes close, shoot 2 missiles, go back up. It's close, down, shoot 2 missiles. It'll despawn the third one sometimes, but you always want to shoot a missile because you're adding more sprites to the screen. So sometimes it'll, ooh, that was close. But if you go all the way to the bottom and then go back to the top, sometimes it'll just despawn. Oh wow, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, don't do that. Sorry, I'm using the 6 button, so the diagonals. But you always want to be at the very top or the very bottom when this happens. And you kind of just hold on to this so that if any of these kamikaze guys won't hit you, and you 2 missiles, hold down. These are kamikaze guys, these guys will mess you up. You're free to just shoot missiles here too, but you want to save them for when their enemy missiles come in. Because sometimes it'll actually cancel out them shooting a third missile. And it's really just up and down. That's all you gotta do. This is what you do until you're the last boss, honestly. Now you go up. sometimes they'll offset the missiles like that. It gets kind of scary. You kind of want the missiles to be, oh, here's a boss, but we're just gonna do this. Here's how you beat the boss. You hold left. There you go. Now you want to start the stage all the way at the top. Here come missiles. Let them get close. Shoot 2. Go all the way down. All right, missiles. Let them get close. Up. Shoot 2. They sail by. 1, 2. Okay. Sometimes they only shoot 2 missiles. Sometimes they shoot 1. You're really in a bad place if they shoot them at different altitudes. You kind of want them the same altitude. Because they shoot 1 high and the 2 low, yeah, you might cost you a life. And you don't want that to happen. But now here it comes. Want to get close. See that right there? See how it did that? Then you can despawn them too. But you want to lay on your machine gun button here. In case you get any of these kamikaze. Like right there. They will take you out too. So you're just holding on to your machine gun button. Letting them get close. Hold down. Shoot 2 missiles. Get close. Shoot 2 missiles. And I think it kind of messes with the amount of sprites that are on the screen when you fire the 2 missiles. Ooh, that was close. Okay, down. Coming in, up. 2 missiles. Just lay on your machine gun the whole time. Keeps a lot of these enemies. Okay, comes a missile. There's 2. 2 missiles down. 1, 2. Oh no, see? Here's where you gotta get... That was close. And see how by laying on the machine gun, it actually took out that other one. So that's why you also want to just hold the machine gun down, because sometimes it'll just save you. But do you see the jank of this game? They definitely put all the resources into the graphics when they were making this. Oh, see, this is bad. That's scary. Right there. That was close. And they'll do that. All right, next level. All right, start at the top, as high up as you can go, and just let the missiles come. And a lot of these levels just have start like this. Okay, missiles coming. Let them get close. 2 missiles, go down. Missile gets close. 2 missiles, go up. And this takes a little bit of practice to figure out, but like once you get it, it clicks. And then you're solid. Here comes 2 more. Oh, there's 3. Okay. All right, there's 3 there. That's good. Shoot 2 missiles, go down. See, it despawns that 3rd missile if they're all the same altitude. That's not what you want right there. That could screw you. All right. And these guys are kamikaze guys. They actually can take you out. So that's why you just lay on your machine gun the whole time. You never let up. So it's a bit of a slog. And now you're just doing this for the next, what, 6 levels? So from the missiles, shoot 2, go up. Go down, shoot 2. You always want to shoot 2 because it could despawn some that are coming. That always could happen. The more sprites you're putting on the screen, the harder it is for the enemies to shoot more missiles at you. Because if you weren't holding down on this button and shooting those missiles, there'd actually be way more missiles being fired at you. So I think the system can only handle so much. And it makes it approachable. So I would just start at the very top here and just lay on the machine gun until the missiles come. It's actually a pretty good run. I should have started the timer at the right time. All right, comes 2. We didn't need to do that time. All right, 2. See how close they get? You have a little bit of a window here. I don't recommend trying to just shoot them out of the sky because you're going to miss one no matter what. All right, 2 there. Anytime you see a missile get close, just start firing 2 missiles. You're only allowed to fire 2 at a time. Up. There we go. Actually, a deathless run so far. All right, up. Stay here, wait for the missiles. This is probably a part of where they just shoot, throw planes at you for a little bit, and here come the missiles. Shoot 2, go down. Here come 2 more. And see, they're not throwing that 3rd one because we're just loading the screen full of sprites, right? But you will get the 3 missiles coming, especially in these later levels that are coming up. It's just non-stop barrage of these missiles. There you go up. Oh, that was close. All right. And this is all you really have to do until you get to the boss here. All right, this is the fuel up area, and it's really pointless, so I just hold diagonal until he goes away, and then you go to the next level. Kind of hurts your thumb. And here you go, you start at the top. Okay. Same thing over and over here. Just wait for the missiles to come. This level's a little more forgiving. You just hold them down, and here come the missiles. Fire 2 of your own. Wait for them to come in. Okay. Then we get close. There's 3 there. Okay. Up. And down. See how close that is? If you weren't laying on your rocket right there or your machine gun, you would actually hit that other plane. Luckily, when you actually lose a life in this game, it starts you right exactly where you are. You don't have to start the level over. So that's what's cool. That's the only forgiving thing about this game, to be honest. Otherwise, it doesn't care. Especially the last boss is so ridiculous. You're gonna see. All right. And once again, we're just laying on this. Wait. Okay. It's actually a really good run. Oh man. Because you will deaths. There we go, here we go. Level 17, we only have 1 more level left. This level's actually really rough. So you can it's almost all missiles. They're gonna come at you in 3s. Non-stop. You just continue doing the same thing you're doing here. Stay all the way at the top or bottom. Hold down, shoot 2 missiles every time. Go back down. Here comes another one. Okay. And you want the missiles to get close so that they launch another one. That way, the altitude stays the same. They can't hit you. They just go under you. Or over you like that. But sometimes they'll shoot it like this. See, here's an example. That's scary. You don't want to do that. I can't believe we survived that, actually. We're locked in. We're locked in right now. This is actually a really good run. I'm surprised. Okay. Oh, those guys are oh, this is bad. Kamikaze helicopter guys. Oh, we got one up high and then one low. And I always, no matter what, when a missile comes at me, whether it's 1, 2, or 3, I always shoot 2 of my own right before it gets to me. So I think it just keeps them from just launching them non-stop at you. Ooh, that one didn't despawn. That was going to hit me. All right. This is the Sega Master System Afterburner. Oh, last level, everybody. Here we go. Stage 18. You will see this crazy boss. We're currently on a deathless run. If I beat the boss here, I'll actually beat my world record. Highly doubt that'll happen, though. I've not practiced the last boss hardly. Just a little bit. So if we actually beat the boss, we will get the world record. See, they come a lot more on this level, see? 2, 3. Okay, cool. When they're all launched at the same altitude, you're pretty much safe. 1. Oh, no. 1. Okay, 1. You can pretty much despawn a lot of the missiles too, but this is the safest way to play it. All right. Just go up and down, because they're going to send them to you at rapid fire like that. Coming up. Oh, last boss is coming, y'all. You're gonna see how ridiculous this boss is. Top 10, one of the hardest bosses in any video game I've ever played. Easily. I cannot believe we did a whole deathless run. Here we go. We just got the world record! We just got the world record! No way! There it is, baby. Afterburner. Complete. Beginning to end. What? What? There's no way we just did that. Oh my god, I wanted to show you how hard that boss was, but we took him down first try. What? I know my timer's off. Oh no, my timer is completely off, but yeah, we just got the world record. No way. No way. Oh. Oh.